Hello, guys, and welcome to this episode of the Brawlcasters. I'm James, that is Alex, and we are bringing our combined 50 years of martial arts experience to the internet to call some of the craziest fights. 3 years of calling fights together, and just a very similar sense of humor.
Yeah. One of the big things we do is we do send memes back to each other, back and forth every day,
Constantly.
constantly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is we love to do that.
Yeah, I on Instagram, there's like your person you send the most memes to. There's
That-
yeah, exactly. You're always it's like you and my wife go back and forth.
yeah, you're definitely in my top three for sure. I'm like, all right, boom, boom, boom. And a lot of that also has to do with the fight stuff when crazy things are happening in the fight world, like the whole betting thing that we talked about that a little
Yeah,
bit. Which is insane. Shout out to Harry Mack, my
yeah.
boy, Mr. Twitter investigator. Look at him go. Yeah, crazy stuff. And today we got a fight. Looks a little crazy. And what drew you in was the nicknames, right?
Yes, the nicknames really drew me. Like, I always go looking for fights, and I'm like, let's see. And the nicknames really caught me on this one. So we have
Yeah.
Alex the Super Soldier versus Steven the Nice Guy. These are two solid nicknames. Alex, you
I'll
are a
take this.
connoisseur of nicknames.
Guys, I'll take this. This is right now, you just made me interested. Automatically you grab my attention because of the nickname. But now you have to live up to the nickname because here at the Brawlcasters, we reserve the right to take away your nickname.
Yes, we reserve the right to strip you of a nickname.
So let's see if these fellas can earn their nicknames.
Yeah. All right. So here we go in 3 and 2 and 1.
Okay, I don't love this BFL logo.
Yeah. There's no goats, so I'm not in.
This is maybe the weakest BFL logo I've ever seen in my life.
Well, this is before they had the ring. Look at this.
Yeah, this is like early on BFO.
I like the little cha-cha slide that our man is doing there.
Yeah, this little shimmy dance. He's getting down with it, and his opponent is just standing there, firm, ready. What's going on behind him? You know what? Let me shut up.
So that's the nice guy right there, bowing in.
Yep.
He's a little work on his attention stance when he bows in, though.
Yeah, he's very focused. And then here's Mr. Shimmy there, the super soldier. You know, I'll be honest, at these events, I'm never sure who the crowd favorite is
Yeah.
because sometimes, I got to say, BFL, the crowd, especially at the older events, they're not that invested. They're kind of just like, I'm a little cold and chilly.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. You can always tell the time of year it is based on how everybody looks in the crowd.
He's got a Yankees tattoo on his neck. Okay.
Yeah.
Some New York love there. I like it.
They said they announced him from New Jersey, so New Jersey tries to steal our New York teams.
Always, bro. All right, let's kick it off.
Nice jab from the nice guy right away.
Ooh, nice little front kick, looking like Lyoto Machida there.
Not the best attempt on the double leg there. It's funny. Before we started filming, we were talking about the importance of getting the chest-to-chest connection, and Maynard certainly found the connection there to that head-on throw.
Yeah, good throw, but looks like almost had a chance at the back there. He's holding the cage. Interestingly, while he's trapped in a guillotine, that just makes it way worse for you, dogs.
Yeah, the neck is bent, and that's it.
Oh, wow.
I was going to talk about the importance of keeping the neck bent.
I think he put him out.
Yeah.
He put him out there for a second.
Yeah, definitely.
He was getting back to it. It's funny, though, because instead of defending, he was grabbing the cage.
Yeah. I'm going to pull that back a couple of seconds just so we can take a look at that guillotine choke. Here.
Yeah, pull it back to about, what is it?
We're at 150 right now is where I'm at.
All right, cool.
There's 147. I'm going to pause at 144.
Okay, let's see if I got it. Yeah, let's see. 140. Give me 1 second. And I'm there.
All right, so now here's the scramble. And in the scramble, snatches up the ghillie. Now, what I love here, look at how bent the neck is. When you have the neck bent like that, you have the guillotine. Most people will start like pumping their head, yeah, but the neck is straight. When you see that hard angle,
yep,
it's so hard to escape there.
Yeah, and just getting that just deep enough to where it's at that angle like you talked about, and really using the blade of your wrist into the carotid artery, and it's so hard to escape once it gets tighter. And again, grabbing the fence there, that was just his reaction, but it made it so much worse because he lost an arm to defend.
Yeah, it's funny. I was teaching my beginners about this in my class the other day, and I was explaining the importance of getting the neck just right. And I talked about how, like, even if you just tilt your own chin down, your voice sounds weirder, just because you cut off the flow of everything.
Yeah, no, it changes a lot, and honestly, great presence of mind. That was a good early on fight, I believe, in Alex's career, and it showed, but it also showed his training, right? Like what he had and what he could grow into, I'd say, because the
Exactly.
throw was nice, the guillotine was nice. It was caught in a scramble, which shows me he had the presence of mind to take what's available, right? He
Exactly.
almost did give up his back there, which I want to be more careful with, especially if he goes to a more experienced opponent.
I'm going to switch views here on us. But yeah, you're right, Alex, that the fact that he thought to look for the guillotine speaks
Yeah.
to the fact that he has been in the training room and he's put some reps into that. I mean, it is a very kind of primate thing just to grab a person's head, but
Yeah.
nonetheless, he caught it well, getting under the chin like he did and getting the bend of the neck like he should. That was kind of perfect. That was everything
Yeah,
you
just
needed out of a good guillotine.
and then he worked to close guard, right? He got his legs involved,
Yeah.
which a lot of times we see in the BFL, those type of leagues. They don't quite get the finishing mechanics down, and then there'll be a situation where it's like, "Oh, dude, I had it." It's like you did. You were just missing this, and that one detail could have changed everything. So once he got his legs involved, it was already a great choke, and it was a really good finish, honestly.
Yeah, great snatching the victory there from the jaws of that crazy scramble. You know, that scramble could have been bad, and he found a way to get a win in there anyway. And
Yeah, he did really good, and like I said, the only thing I would say is just be careful giving up your back there. He did give up his back, even if it was just for a moment right before he snatched up the ghillie. If you had a more experienced opponent, they would have just kind of shrimped out, got the chest to back connection, took your back, and maybe finished the fight on their own terms.
exactly.
Yeah.
But listen, guys, if you want us to call your fight just like we called this one and give you guys these tips and pointers that you could take back to your training and improve, all you got to do is drop it in the comments below or shoot us a DM on Instagram, and we'll be more than happy to take a look at your fight, so long as there is a referee.
A referee, guys, no felonies, please. I don't want to be involved, guys.
Yeah,
Being honest.
that's not something for us. That's
Yeah.
not for us. But guys,
Yeah, go ahead.
if you like
Sorry,
this
Jim.
fight, make sure you guys leave a comment below. Let us know what you liked about it. That's what you're gonna say.
See, we're here.
Yeah,
we're here. Yeah, I was gonna say leave a comment, subscribe, push that little notification bell, everything, all the fun stuff.
Because we want you guys here for all of these fights and all of the things that we come together. Like when we talk about a day like today when Alex clearly needs the beanie, obviously.
I'm so tired.
The dude was going to war with his hair, and he decided, no, it's just beanie it is. Beanie.
You know, guys, and we talk about take what's available. He took the ghillie when it popped up. In this situation, I was not going to fight my hair for another 20 minutes. No, I decided just going to throw the beanie on and just rock it.
Exactly. And Rocket he did, and Rocket we did. Both those guys definitely built to brawl. So great fight, great finish for the Super Soldier. I was happy with that fight. I feel like both those guys get to keep their nickname. What do you think?
No, you guys, the nicknames are fine. You can keep them. I respect it.
Exactly. Super Soldier, I'd say, that finishing instinct, Super Soldiers.
Yeah,
and
good.
the way that that Steven was still like cool after he lost keeps the nice guy, in my opinion.
Nice guy. Can't be mad.
Exactly. We can't be mad. And hopefully you guys can't either. Let us know what you think in the comments below. We'll see you guys back on the next one. Until next time, brawl on.